just ran up the stairs. Hi everyone, Brittany here from Just Be Crafty. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, thank you so much for coming back. Today is episode 4 of what I'm working on. Let's dive in. My first update for you is my current mood shawl. So, there must be, oh my gosh, can you hear that? My dogs are barking. Okay, so this is my current mood shawl, and this is by Leslie Ann Robinson. I think the last I had shown you, I don't know how far I was. I was definitely not far at all, and I actually had to go and rip back and restart the whole thing, and I'm glad I did. It's a really beautiful pattern, and I'm doing a couple techniques. Well, one technique that I've never done before, and that's a brioche. And brioche is just this lovely stretchy rib fabric. Each row of brioche is knitted with 2 passes. And unless you've done it before or have a tutorial right in front of you, it's kind of like hard to explain or understand kind of until you do it. But if you use 2 different colors, you get a really, really beautiful 2-toned ribbing. And I love it. I love how this shawl is coming, and it's really nice. This is knitted with fingering weight superwash merino wool yarn, and this yarn is by Malabrigo, and yeah, I'm loving it. It's super soft. The colors are just beautiful. I'm using 3 colorways, and I'm really, really liking how it's coming out. This project is the most progress you're probably going to see this entire video. Well, it's going to seem like I have a lot of progress because I'm going to be showing you some things that I had been working on that I forgot about that I hadn't shown you yet. But over the past couple weeks, this is really, this is what I've been working on. Next up, why don't I group my knitting and crochet projects together? So I opened with a knitting project. Let's keep on knitting for a little bit, and then we'll move into crochet. These are my socks. I've been showing you, getting progress on these very slowly but surely. I did mention I am filming a tutorial on how to do a pair of toe-up socks with an afterthought heel. I am at the point where I am ready to do the cuff, and I just haven't gotten around to filming yet. So once I'm able to do that, I might be doing that today, maybe tomorrow. But once I get that out, then I'll have to edit everything down and get the tutorial out to you. But I need to do the cuff. And then next up is the heel, and I'll just do kind of a close-up of that. Looks like my coloring is like a little bit off. I think this shawl is throwing off my colors a little bit, so everything's looking just a little bit warmer than what it is. But this is yarn that I dyed myself. These have been a really fun project to do, and I can't wait to finish them. This is what the finished sock looks like. So this is the first one that I did, and that one's completely done. So I love how the tonal and the variegated go together. After they're blocked, they just came out so nice and just like floppy, and I cannot wait to try these on. I don't want to try them on until after I photographed them. That is a little tip, just a tangent here. If you're a knitter or crocheter and you like to take pictures of all of your work and, I don't know, put it on a blog, put it on Instagram, do tutorials, one of my biggest tips is to, if you make a hat, you make socks, you make anything, don't put it on unless you're taking pictures with it on. But if you want to take some flat shots and some like flat lay photography of your stuff, make sure you take those first. Take those before you put anything on or stretch it out, because they will look the best like fresh after blocking. So make sure you take your flat lay photography first, and then if you want to try them on, or if you want to take photos with your stuff on, then do so at that time. So your stuff is just gonna look, you know, like magazine perfect before you ever put it on. So just my little 2 cents there. Next up, I am working on a shawl, and this is yarn that I dyed myself, and it's actually the same yarn that I'm using for, hold on, let me grab the other one. It's the same color that I used for the cuff, the toe, and the heel, and this is Tunisian crochet. This is the Loveland Light Shawl by Tony of TL Yarn Crafts. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I can't wait to, it's been really fun to work on. I will say Tunisian is just such a completely different movement than crocheting or knitting for that matter. It's really kind of a cross between knitting and crochet, in my opinion. Well, not just in my opinion, I mean, really it is. But I don't know, I find that it makes my hands really tired. It's more exhausting than either knitting or just crocheting. I don't know if you find that. If you've tried Tunisian, let me know if you think the same. I'm not quite as fast at Tunisian as I am with either just like knitting or just crocheting. And I don't know, I definitely have a lot of like arm and wrist movements with it. So that's probably my problem. I don't know. I just find it kind of exhausting. And I'm not sure if I love doing Tunisian crochet or not. I love how it looks. I love kind of just like how you can get a knitted look with crocheting, but the ease of only having, you know, one utensil to do so. I don't know. I love the look. I love the idea of it, but I don't know if I love the motion and the rhythm of it. And I don't know, that's kind of what the meditative part of knitting and crocheting is for me, and that's what makes it so relaxing. But I don't know if I find Tunisian super relaxing, but I am having fun with this. It's an awesome pattern. It's a beautiful pattern, and I'm excited to finish it up. If you're looking to dabble into Tunisian crochet, I do have a simple stitch dishcloth, which you can find the free pattern on my blog, the printable version in my Etsy shop, and a video tutorial on YouTube of how to do it. So I'll link that below. And if you're also looking for other Tunisian resources, Tony from Teal Yarn Crafts, I'm sure you've heard of her, but if not, make sure you check her out. She has so many Tunisian resources, and I believe she just came out with a book. I don't know when that's going to be released, but I believe she just announced that on her Instagram account. So if you're into Tunisian, looking to learn, make sure you check her out for sure. Next up is my crochet project that I've been working on. So this is a fun, I'm not that far in it. Okay, so all right, I don't even remember how far I am. It's been so long since I've worked on this project. Oh my goodness. So I am working on a boxy crochet sweater, kind of like one of those like trendy ones. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of young girls who weren't, they're not like a pattern designer or necessarily are known for like their crochet tutorials on YouTube. I think a lot of lifestyle like vloggers have gotten into crocheting some stuff, and they inspired me. So I've seen a lot of really kind of like, I wouldn't say they're ugly sweaters, but like kind of that look, but like super boxy. I mean, like they would, I feel like, be termed like an ugly sweater, but they're like really trendy and like super cute. And I really wanted to make my own. So I have one of my panels done. Basically, it's just going to be a series of rectangles to make the whole thing. And it's just going to be like oversized, comfy, and super easy. Just, I think, what am I doing? These I think are half double crochets. Yeah, it's half double crochet. So I did that. So I have one of my panels done, probably, I think this is my back panel, because I think I might actually do a little bit of neck shaping for the front panel. And then I have one of my sleeves done. So a characteristic of a lot of these is they have like a bell sleeve. So as you can see, it's like kind of super oversized. But anyway, so I started with like a tiny wrist, and then kind of got bigger as I went. So it'll be a fitted wrist, and then like kind of like a puff sleeve. Anyway, so that is that. And the yarn I'm using for this is Big Twist. It's 100% acrylic. It's super, if you've never heard of it, you can buy it from Joann Fabrics. I believe it's a Joann exclusive, and it's like their house brand. If you haven't tried it, it's super similar to Red Heart yarn, or just like any, like the standard like house acrylic yarn for any yarn shop. So it's worsted weight, medium for a weight. It's super soft. I love Big Twist because I feel like their yarn is just, it's on the softer end of the 100% acrylic yarns, and it's always at a really good price point. They have beautiful, really trendy colors. My local store just, they always have like a really abundant stock of a whole bunch of different colors. But I think for this, what I did talk about, I want to do a neckline and a cuff in a contrasting color. And I think I'm going to do it in like a bright pink, either a bright pink or like an aqua color. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet, but I just kind of wanted just like a fun like loungy sweater. So I'm excited to bring that. That'll probably be coming, this pattern for this will probably be coming this fall. So yeah, that's my crochet sweater. I'm surprised I haven't talked about this before, probably because I forgot about it. It has been a while since I started working on this. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. And then lastly, real quick, I am working on a project behind the scenes that is with a brand, and so I can't share that one, and that I'm going to use that as my excuse for why I haven't kind of moved forward with some of my other projects that I've been working on, just because that one does have a deadline. I'm really working on trying to get that one done because I have to have that one done by a certain time, and then I have to, you know, stage it with photos and do all that jazz and edit photography and all that stuff. So I do need to get that done. Plus I have a trip coming up where I'm going to be going out of town for a few weeks. So I do need to get that done like ASAP. So kind of all of my other projects have been put on the wayside. And you know, the other stuff that I'm working on just kind of has my own deadlines. This one actually has like hard deadlines. So I really do need to get that done. I am super excited to share that one with you though in the future. That'll be probably in August sometime, August, September, where I will be sharing that. So be on the lookout for that. Next up, I wanted to talk about some projects that I made that are kind of current favorites. And one of them is this triangle shawl. This is my Boysenberry shawl. This one was made with Red Heart with Love yarn in the color Boysenberry, and it's just a really simple construction. It's a simple double crochet ribbed triangle shawl. It's super comfortable. I love it. I came out with this I think in the spring, so I'm really excited to wear this in the fall. I think this will be really, really nice for the fall. And then to match along with it, I made these matching mittens. The mittens are just really fun. I think that this would be a really beautiful set for someone for a Christmas present or any sort of holiday gift, birthday gift, anytime gift, thank you, or whatever. The shawl with the mittens to go along. Both patterns can be found for free on my blog. I also have printable PDF versions. If you love to print out your patterns, you can totally do that. I'll have links to the PDFs in my Etsy shop that you can get for purchase. And I also have YouTube tutorials walking you through every step of the way on how to do it. So check those out. I'll have links below. I also wanted to show this hat pattern. This is my spring slouchy hat, and it's just this really fun, it's just a floppy, super comfy hat with a little fun pom-pom detail. You totally don't have to add a pom-pom. I think a faux fur pom-pom would look really cute on this hat. But yeah, I thought that this hat would actually look really cute with this whole set. So it's just a slouchy hat. You can kind of almost wear it like a beret. It's really fun to make, super quick. And I thought it looked really, really cute with the whole set together. So I'll just show you. I think this would be a really cute, fun fall, winter look depending on where you live. So the shawl, the mittens, and then the hat to match. It's just a really cute set. And these are all by Red Heart. So this was, I think I said, yes, the shawl and the mittens are Red Heart with Love in the color Boysenberry. And then the hat is made with Red Heart Unforgettable. And I love this yarn. It's different from all of their other yarns that they carry. It's not like a traditional, you know, like 4-ply or 2-ply yarn where you see the fibers twisted. It's a roving yarn, so it's not like a twisted yarn, and it has kind of variations between like thick and thin pieces of the yarn, and it just makes a lovely, just drapey, beautiful fabric. It looks like a yarn that you would get from like a boutique, and it's not, and it's only, you know, it's very affordable. Yeah, I love it. So I suggest checking it out. They have a lot of really pretty colorways that you can choose from, and even though it doesn't have the boysenberry color in it, I think it coordinates really nicely with this set. So yeah, so oh my gosh, and my hair is kind of crazy after I took off my hat, but that's okay. So anyway, that's all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and that you found some knitting and crochet inspiration. I'd love to start doing a Q&A. If you have any knit or crochet or pattern type questions that you would like answered, ask them in the comments below, and then I will do my best to answer in my next podcast. Really hope you had fun. I hope you got a couple rows done on a current project. I hope you enjoyed a snack or a cup of tea. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I always enjoy chatting with you. Until next time, bye.